A few years ago, I was feeling kind of tense during the day, a little bit edgy, and it was becoming this type of thing where it was kind of all the time. Not all the time literally, but it was ongoing. It was a chronic type of thing. It wasn't, the type of feeling where all of a sudden you might get anxious or tense. And I was thinking to myself, maybe I'm missing some nutrient or something like that. So I looked up online if there's any supplements or things like that that, help to induce calmness and relaxation. And I found that different types of vitamin B, and particularly vitamin B12 might be helpful for that. So I decided to give it a try, So for a while I was taking, I think it was a vitamin B complex and then one of those vitamin B12s, which is like a mega dose. In any event, as often happens with me in supplements, and I imagine lots of people are like this, I'm taking these supplements and over time I finish them and then I just kind of forgot about them. Now, interestingly enough, I noticed that over the past 6 to 12 months, I was starting to feel kind of tense and, edgy, and my sleep was getting disrupted. And then over the past few weeks, my sleep patterns were getting so bad that it was getting to be to the point of full-blown insomnia. And for a while, I'd been thinking to myself, maybe I should really start that vitamin B thing again. Well, for whatever reason, kept pushing it off, didn't get around to getting it. And I thought to myself, you know what, in the meantime, I'll try Wim Hof breathing techniques. Because I remember one time trying that, he's got different techniques. I one time, saw something about where you go like this, deep breath in, deep breath out, kind of a little bit slowly, 30 times straight. And then you hold your breath for like 90 seconds, 120 seconds. I know that might sound crazy if you've never heard of this type of breathing technique, but actually it works. At least it worked for me. So I tried that a few times and it actually was pretty effective. But then I finally got around to getting my B vitamins. So I got this, which, sorry for the Hebrew writing, I'm in Israel, but this is a B50 vitamin complex. It has in it B1, B2, B3, B6, B5, something that I can't even read, and another one that I can't read, PABA, folic acid, vitamin B12, and biotin. And it's got 50 milligrams of basically everything except for the folic acid. And I decided to get this also, which is a megadose of, it has 400 micrograms of folic acid, this B complex. And this B12, you put it under your tongue or you chew it up, this has 1,000 micrograms, right, also over here in this complex. When it comes to the B12 and the biotin, it's not milligrams, it's micrograms. So it's 50 micrograms of B12, but this has 1,000 micrograms of B12, which according to the label is 50,000 times the suggested dose for people between the age of 25 and 50. So, look, you can get this off the counter, and I'm not a doctor and I'm not making any medical advice. I'm just sharing my own personal story, and if it's helpful for other people, that's great. And if you like this type of content and you want to subscribe to my channel and maybe even hit that, bell button so you get notified when I put another video, obviously people that get subscribers and get those little bell hits, they obviously are more motivated to make more videos. So, if you like this stuff, so why not? Anyway, so I started taking these, both of them, daily. Now, I must admit that this B complex, it's quite yellow. I'm not a chemist and I'm not a physician, I'm just a regular person, and I don't know what it is that makes it yellow, and, this does tend to make urine yellow, but my feeling is that, well, it doesn't cause me any pain, and probably just means that there's some extra stuff there, which the body is just saying, like, oh, I don't need this, so let's just get rid of it. So, I don't know. I can just tell you my story is that within 2 or 3 days of starting my vitamin B supplements again, thank God, my sleep went back to normal. I'm able to fall asleep just fine. I sleep pretty well. I feel generally well rested. Obviously, I still have the challenge of getting to sleep on time, which probably almost everybody in today's day and age has that challenge at some point or another. But when I do get to sleep on time, I'm able to fall asleep. And it's almost like a miracle compared to what I was dealing with just a week ago. So this is pretty fresh off the press. And, if you're struggling with falling asleep, insomnia or... And also, by the way, I should mention that the sense of edginess and tension that was just kind of chronic throughout the day, I feel like that also went away. Now, again, this is not a scientific a study. This is totally anecdotal. It could be a placebo effect. It could just be that I believe that it'll work, and that's placebo, which is a real thing, by the way. You could look it up. But my attitude about these types of things is that this one cost me 93 shekel, which is, I don't know, like $25. And this one I don't remember because it doesn't have the label on it. But let's say altogether this cost me $50. I mean, to pay $50 as just to try something that maybe it'll help you be able to sleep better, to my mind, that is really, really worth it. Really, really worth it. So, look, it worked. I think that it worked for me. It seems like it worked for me. You want to try it and leave in the comment if it works for you as well. So, maybe go ahead and do that. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. By all means, speak to your physician, speak to your doctor, ask him if it's a good idea, your nutritionist, whatever you want. I just wanted to share my story for what it's worth, that maybe there's some other people out there that it could help who are suffering from sleeplessness or edginess or tension or whatever it may be. I feel personally that this stuff has worked pretty well for me. So that's my story, and I just wanted to share it.